The Golden State Warriors sit among the Western Conference elite in the standings, but yet somehow it has felt as if the sky is falling. Saying that Steve Curry and Klay Thompson have soured among some Warriors faithful honestly seems like a bit of an understatement at this point. One thing that has become painfully obvious to me as of late is that the NBA for some fans is a what have you done for me recently league. You could have been the man in 2018. You could have dropped 37 points on little to no dribbles in one quarter. You could have dropped 60 points in 29 minutes. But if you haven't done anything for me recently, then what have you really done for me at all? While I'm dramatizing things, there's a lot of truth to what I said. And there's more truth when I say that what's going on with the Golden State Warriors is deeper than Klay Thompson. What if I told you that Stephen Curry has sounded the alarm on the Golden State Warriors himself? That would be crazy, right? Well, it would also be the truth. Before we go any further, let's get a word from our sponsor.
I want to give a major shout out to Fetch Rewards for sponsoring today's content. For those of you that don't know what Fetch Rewards is, it's basically a super easy to use free app that gets you free rewards on basically anything that you buy. All you have to do is scan any receipt or e-receipt and you'll earn points from wherever you were shopping. You then redeem those points for hundreds of rewards. I'm talking Amazon, Visa gift cards, you name it, Fetch has it. To be honest with you guys, the whole process is so easy that it's a little ridiculous. Just take a few pictures, click submit, and hey, I told you guys it was easy, right? One of the things that I love so much about Fetch is how easy it is to use your e-receipts. All you have to do is click the e-receipts button and it'll check your recent purchases. Fetch is not picky at all about receipts. There are so many rewards to choose from, and you can earn points from anywhere. Check out the link in the description below and get 3,000 free points whenever you scan your first receipt. Don't mind me guys, I'm just about to spend my free points. No big deal, right? Be sure to download the app now and use code GETLIKECOOP before it's too late. I want to give a major shout out to Fetch for making today's content possible.
March 5th, Steph Curry said that if the playoffs started tomorrow, we would be in trouble. In that same breath, Curry tried to be as professional as possible, while stating that they shouldn't have lost to the then struggling Lakers, and that they should have found a way to at least contain LeBron. I don't think that anybody needs any reminders of what LeBron James did to the Golden State Warriors, but if you do,
heat checks rarely work. James puts up a three. Bang! LeBron James gives the Lakers their first lead of the second half.
At the time that I'm making this video, the panic level is high within the Warriors organization. Golden State is a more than capable team who has dropped its last 5 games. Not only have the Warriors dropped their last 5, but they are 2-9 in their last 11. While the Warriors are regrettably slowing down, other teams in the Western Conference have been heating up. Memphis is making sure that they stay in the mix, while Nikola Jokic and Luka Doncic have their respective teams playing some of their best basketball that they have this season. The way that Nikola Jokic gave the Pelicans a 46-point triple-double is the type of stuff that nightmares are made of. Curry has been frustrated with the Warriors' rotations a majority of this season. March 6th, according to Marcus Thompson, Steph Curry would declare the experimentation with his minutes over, saying that he's going back to the rotation pattern that he's used for years. He's going back to a pattern that has allowed him to heat up and take advantage of being hot. There are a ton of devastating scorers in the NBA. Well, Steph is one of them. When he heats up, opposing defenses are left helpless. Some of the shots he hits make even the best scratch their heads. The pattern that Curry is referencing is a pattern that allows him to play all of first and third quarters. Of course, this news would be a welcome sight for Golden State Warrior fans, who have grown frustrated with Kerr's puzzling rotations and questionable lineup decisions. Klay Thompson's inconsistency hasn't done Steve Kerr any favors. There's a section of Warriors fans that feel as if Klay should have earned his way back into the starting lineup. Klay's inconsistent return has unfortunately left everyone wondering if Jordan Poole should still be starting. With Klay in the lineup, Poole is averaging 13.6 points per game, while playing 26 minutes per game. Without Klay, Poole is averaging 17.6 points per game, and for a large part of the season, I'd say that he was pushing 20. As for Klay is averaging 16.5 points per game this season, and while it hasn't always been pretty, what he's doing is impressive in itself. Is it impressive enough to overlook the mediocre defense and occasional ball stopping? I'm not sure, but I am sure that the Warriors would be a much better team if Klay Thompson was able to find his rhythm. As crazy as it sounds, I understand the vision that Steve Kerr has. There's only so many games left to experiment with Klay Thompson. You want him to be able to work through whatever he's going through as fast as possible. When the playoffs roll around, somebody that has the experience and the shot of Klay Thompson is virtually irreplaceable. Now, it's no secret that Draymond's absence has done a number on the Warriors defense. Since January 9th, they have the 11th defense in the league with a defensive rating of 110.4. Now, 11th isn't bad at all, but here's the thing. The Warriors still sit at number 1 in the NBA with their current defensive rating of 105.5. Now, the Boston Celtics are right behind them, but this statistic speaks volumes to how good the Warriors defense was earlier in the season. They were that good before the absence of Draymond Green. While the defense has certainly taken a step back, I feel as if there isn't enough talk about what Dre brings to the offensive side of the basketball. It's well known that Dre has some of the best carry antennas in the league. Although Dre's carry antennas are very important, his Klay antennas don't get enough love. This has to be factored into Klay's struggles as he tries to create for himself more. Klay was never going to return to his former level immediately. Wherever Klay's game is going, it's going to need some time to get there. As for Dre, he may not have the most value as a scorer, but he has his own gravity as a playmaker. And for a team that lacks playmakers like the Golden State Warriors, his value cannot be overstated. If a team lets Draymond Green pick them apart, he will. The good news for Warriors fans is that Draymond Green is set to return in 7 to 10 days according to Woj. That return is just in time to get some valuable cohesion before the season ends. Don't let the Warriors' struggles fool you. They are more than capable of making a deep postseason run this year. They've been there before, and there's a chance that they'll be there again. Now, does Draymond fix every single problem that the Golden State Warriors have? To be honest with you guys, I'm not sure. But at worst, he'll be a step in the right direction. Draymond is an undoubted vocal leader and coordinator for the Golden State Warriors. At this point in time, they need his leading and coordination more than ever. Going forward, I would love to see the Warriors try to add more size to their roster. They've done a good job of adding young wing talent, but I would also like to see more bigs added to the roster. And look, I know they have James Wiseman. I think Wiseman is going to be great. But for now, the Warriors need to focus on Wiseman getting healthy. And like I said, possibly looking into adding more big/rim protection. I understand that small ball has been a staple of this Golden State Warriors team for the past decade or so. And I'm not going to sit here and say that the league has figured small ball out. I just think that some of today's bigs are so talented and versatile that they are able to adequately counter it in certain situations. Is this my way of saying that I'm thinking about bringing you guys an Evan Mobley video? If you guys want it, of course. When it comes down to everything, like Steph said, the Warriors shouldn't be so comfortable losing. Clicking the video on the screen right now is a great way to support my channel. I'm GETLIKECOOP bringing you guys the scoop. Until our next upload.